What's up, fam? Per highly requested, I am going to be doing a full day of eating today. It is already almost 11 o'clock and I am starving. I have not eaten anything. So this morning we are going to be making egg whites. This is something that I normally eat. Otherwise, I'll sometimes make oatmeal. In specific, this Better Oats brand, 100 calorie packs, or Kodiak cakes. But for today, we're going to be making egg whites, like I said. So I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm gonna add a little bit of tomato, spinach, cheese to them, just so they're not so plain, because I know it can be that way. But yeah, I choose egg whites just to kind of save on fat and keep the protein. And I'll show you what I'm doing. So normally I would be using like Pam spray, like a nonstick spray, but I'm out, so I'm just gonna dab some of this organic coconut oil in the pan. Just need something in the pan so things don't stick. I have my scale out here. I usually eyeball this, but I'm gonna be exact today. Make sure it's in grams. Put the egg whites on the scale, and then I'm going to zero it out. So then I know as soon as I'm done pouring, I'm gonna know like how much like egg whites I've used. That's about what I do, and we'll see how many grams that is. So it's 944, so 200 grams of egg whites, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing today. Then I'm gonna grab some spinach. So I'm gonna throw some of that in there. I was gonna put in some tomatoes too, so I'm gonna really quickly chop some of these up. These are, I just got my Costco, they're called like flavor bombs. This is how I cook, it's usually like super on the go. So I'm just gonna grab some, like cherry tomatoes, so like I'm just gonna cut them in like half or whatever. I suppose, since we're being super exact today. 75 grams of cherry tomatoes. Okay, now I'm gonna cut them quick. Really no science to this. You know, half the time when I'm cooking, I like don't start cooking till I'm like already hungry. So then it ends up being like super simple stuff. So that's what you're going to be seeing today. I'm not big on like cooking like really long recipes. I don't know. A, because it gets like super expensive, just because you need like a million ingredients and you don't use much of each. But I also am fine with just eating like basic foods. I eat a lot of the same things all the time, and it's just like, I'm okay with it. Like, I prefer it. It's easier, honestly, for me to track, because like I already know what the calories, what the macros are, because I eat the same things a lot, like I'm saying. So that's pretty much the trend. Just gonna get these going really quick. I know I'm not using a correct knife, but like I said, I'm not professional. Bring these over here. Turn this back on. I'm just gonna put them in my eggs. Now, I'm really bad at making omelets because I can't flip them very well. So I might just do scrambled. I don't know, we'll see. Usually if it like flips really bad, I just make them scrambled. We're gonna dabble some salt and pepper on there and wait for it to cook a bit. I'm just gonna stir this up quick. Gotta get things moving. Yeah, while this is cooking here, I am going to be making some toast. I usually try to get whole grain or sprouted or anything like that at the store. Sometimes like the 7-calorie slice or light bread or whatever it's called. But this is what I have today. It's what they had at Costco because I'm a freaking shopper there. I'm gonna do 1 slice, so that's gonna be 1.5 fat, 5 protein, and 22 carbs. The dietary fiber is 5 grams, so I guess you could subtract that. So it would be, what is that, 17 grams of carbs. So I had this bread in the freezer. Because trying to keep food good in these trying times. So yeah, it might take a little bit longer to toast, but we're gonna do that. What I normally put on it is good old-fashioned butter spray. I can't believe it's not butter, 0 calories. This is a lifesaver. I put this on everything. I don't eat normal butter. I try to like eliminate fats as much as I can, minus cheese, because I'm not about that like fat-free cheese life. Like, I would rather have the real thing. Yeah, cheese and peanut butter, that's mainly like the fats that I eat. Like my diet, like the trend is trying to keep things lower fat, higher protein, higher carbs. I'm gonna end up putting some cheese on here. So a serving of this is 28 grams. So again, turn the scale on, put the cheese on there, zero it out. Probably just gonna do like half a serving of cheese, so 14 grams. Half a serving of this would be 4.5 grams of fat, 1 carb, 3 protein. So this is just extra sharp shredded cheese. I'm gonna throw a lid on this, I think. be in my drawers. Let that sit and let it melt. All right, that's looking good. Got my plate ready. Gonna try to not mess this up. There we go. So there you have it. I'm gonna put some butter spray on my toast. And bon appetit. I'm gonna put the macros up on the screen because I can't math right now. But yeah, this is breakfast. This is meal one. And I'll see you guys at lunch. So I almost forgot, I need my caffeine fix. I am not awake this morning. So I usually take 1 scoop of VPN Sups in Focus. This is the blue snow cone flavor. It tastes like blue Kool-Aid. I really like it. I don't even use a shaker bottle. I just get ice water and mix it in. There's 150 milligrams of caffeine and anhydrous, but then there's also 100 milligrams of coffea arabica. I can't pronounce anything. So yeah, I don't know if that means it's 150 or 250 milligrams caffeine. All I know is we get wired. I'm so excited. Here we go, taste test. I always like putting things in my egg whites because it gets boring. If I don't end up putting like spinach, tomatoes in there, cheese, I'll just put like salsa on top. It really depends on my mood and like how much I like want to cook because like I said, I'm lazy, but pretty basic, but health. All right, see you at lunch. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and grab one of these VPN Sups Field Bars, chocolate peanut butter blondie, my favorite. Just before lunch here, just a small snack. So macros on these are 16 fat, 21 carb, 3 fiber, so 18 carb, and 15 grams of protein. I really, really like these things. Such snack. So I try to drink around a gallon of water a day. So I'm just trying to stay on top of my water intake. I like this. It's like a half gallon jug from VPN. And today I'm gonna put in, just so it's like not boring water, some Intraflight BCAAs. This is the lemonade flavor. There's also watermelon. They're both good. So I'm gonna put a scoop in there and mix it up and sip on this throughout the day. Until like, you know, I'm gonna drink a couple of these, but this just helps me have like having water readily available, especially when you're at home. I don't know, for me, like it's hard to like make sure that I'm getting enough water in. So like this is just gonna ensure that I'm drinking it. So yeah, we're gonna do that. Carry this around and it's not as heavy as a gallon jug. Okay, so now it's time for lunch. It's about 2:30 right now, so about 3.5 hours later from breakfast. We're gonna be making something super simple, and I eat this all the time. It's beef and rice. Well, I have ground buffalo here from Stay Classy Meats. If you're looking to pick up a box of meat shipped straight to your door from Stay Classy, you can use my code Amanda10 at checkout for 10% off. I really like their meats. It just has good flavoring. Yeah, so we're gonna be doing that today. And then a pack of jasmine rice, because everybody knows jasmine rice is the best rice. And I like getting these minute cup ones because they're just portion controlled. So there's 3.5 fat, let's see, 47 carb, 4 protein, 240 calories per cup. So we're gonna be doing that. So we're just gonna cook up 2 pounds of ground buffalo, and then I keep the rest in my fridge. Half the time I end up feeding my dog the meat because she likes beef. But I really prefer eating beef over chicken just because I don't know, there's more flavoring and there's higher creatine content as well, which is for the gains. I actually usually eat this like every day for lunch, sometimes dinner too. Keep it pretty basic. I'll throw some seasoning on the beef and then pretty much just sauce because I'm a saucy girl, but yeah. I actually have a whole assortment of seasonings that Icon Meals sent over. They're actually all up here. So today we're gonna go with Tennessee whiskey. So give that a shot. Just gonna sprinkle that over top. And there we go. Let that cook. Okay, so as I was saying, I really like these minute cup rice because they're portion controlled. Rather, if you get like Uncle Ben's, like this is 2 servings in 1 pack, and it's 500 calories, 104 carb, 5 fat, 10 protein. And it's so easy to like just eat the whole bag. So that's why I do these cups. And like, I know it would be ideal to get a rice maker and whatnot. And I used to make rice like in a pan. And a nice little trick for that is to use chicken broth to give it a little bit more flavor. But I just really like these. It's just easier for me and it's simple. So put that in the microwave, 60 seconds, and I'm done. So I'm gonna be draining the fat out of this just to try to, like I said, decrease fat content. So just throw it in a paper towel. I try to stop cooking the meat as soon as like there's no pink showing, just because I don't want to like overcook it or anything like that. Just draining out the fat. Put it in the bowl. And then I'm gonna go ahead, put the rice on the scale, turn it on, again, zero out the scale. I'm guessing I think I normally do like 4 to 5 ounces, but like I said, I eyeball this normally. Do like 4 ounces. 4 ounces of beef. And then what I do is, I'm big on sauces. So where's my ketchup? I'm a savage. I just put straight up ketchup on this. Otherwise you can put barbecue sauce or whatever you want. Yeah, all I do is just drizzle it over the top. And that's lunch. I'll put the macros on the screen. I gotta look up what the 4 ounces of ground buffalo is. It's got some good flavor. I actually really like eating buffalo over beef just because of the flavoring. It's not chicken and rice. It's beef and rice for the gains. I'm gonna finish this up. I'll see you at dinner. Before I go ahead and lift, I'm going to have some quick carbs before I do. So I grab one of these Oikos 000 Greek yogurts. It's like 10 carbs, 0 fat, 15 grams of protein. And then normally I would use Nature Valley protein granola to put in it, but I don't have any of that right now. And I have this birthday cake granola. Not as great at macros. Per serving, it's 4.5 fat, 21 carb, 1 fiber, and 2 protein. So I'm gonna put some of that in here in my yogurt. Wow, I'm making a mess. 1 serving. Wow, that is. So after making a mess, 1 serving. This birthday cake granola, this yogurt, and then for my pre-workout caffeine, I'm gonna be sipping on this new 3D drink flavor. It tastes like Mountain Dew Baja Blast, and it's really, really good. And so I'm gonna do this today instead of pre-workout, just because it tastes really good. So that's what I'm gonna do. I would recommend this flavor. I also really like their white one. These ones are a little bit less carbonated, if you like that. So that's what I'm gonna be eating. I'm actually gonna end up taking a little bit of BPN Flight in addition to the energy drink. Maybe like half a scoop, just because this 3D isn't really doing it for me. But I wanted to mention that this new pink lemonade flavor actually just released, so definitely go check it out. It goes down really smooth. This is actually my new favorite right now. So I'm gonna do a little bit of that, just enough. So for dinner, we're gonna be cooking up some steaks. One of my favorite meals. I have some steak classy meat sirloin right here, and then Calvin's just got a New York strip from just a local meat market. I'm gonna be putting on some raspberry chipotle seasoning on here. Try something new, so just gonna sprinkle this all over. And And then we're gonna go ahead and put them on the grill. And then I'll be making also like a side salad, and I think he's gonna do some rice or something like that. So yeah, that's dinner. It's like 6:40 right now, so let's go throw these on. Oof, I love the sound of that. Let's hope we don't overdo them. I like my steak medium rare, so it's gotta be pink still, because otherwise it doesn't even taste good. Like, why even have steak if it's gonna be well done? So I'm gonna make like a house style salad right now, one of my favorites. So I just like getting these like mixed bag romaine. I don't really track my greens calories because they're kind of like negligent. So I'm just gonna throw some lettuce in there. And then got some cucumber gonna do. I suppose I could track the tomatoes. 75 grams of tomatoes, and then I'm gonna throw in some low-fat mozzarella. 28 grams is a serving, so we're gonna do 28. Lastly, the dressings. This is my favorite combo. I get like light blue cheese and then fat-free French. I just grew up with this, and it's like my favorite combo. So half serving there, and then we'll do the same here. There we go. So macros on the French dressing's pretty good. 0 fat, obviously, 11 carb and 0 protein, so 45 calories. And I did half of that, so it was really only like 20-ish. And then blue cheese ends up coming out to 7 fat, 3 carb, less than 1 protein, and that's for 2 tablespoons, and I only did 1, so it's like half of that. But yeah, I'll put like the full macros like on the up on the screen as soon as I calculate them. But this is my house salad. I eat this a lot, and pretty good. So I accidentally left the grill on too high, and it started flaming up. So one side of the steak's got a little burnt, but that's okay. We're gonna be good. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this piece, the less burned one. Looks like that's 6.5 ounces of steak. Gonna start with that. I went ahead, made another piece of toast, same piece of toast that I made this morning. I'm gonna eat that with butter spray. And then my favorite steak sauce, which is Lee and Perrin's traditional steak sauce. That's what I'm gonna go with. And that's gonna be dinner. Okay, so it is now the end of the day. I am just about to finish my last meal snack to finish off my macros, which we are on target today. It ended up coming out to, with this, I'm gonna have 1 scoop of BPN Subs chocolate peanut butter whey protein. This is one of my favorite flavors, as well as fruity cereal. And then I'm also gonna have myself one of these small bananas. So total like tally from today, calories was 2,212 calories. The breakdown was 186 grams of protein, which is right on point. Usually I recommend about 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Then we ended up hitting 62 grams of fat. Usually my goal is like 50 to 60 grams of fat, so we're good there. And then 222 grams of carbs, which is good as well. So yeah, this is just my pretty standard day of eating for me. And that's pretty much what I'm gonna do. So all their whey protein is usually like, well, 25 grams of protein per scoop. So I'm just gonna do some of that. And of course I have my Batman cup. Batman is my absolute favorite. Like, I love Marvel, but gotta love DC Universe for Batman. So it's clearly the next day. We ended up doing a little bit of rearranging in the garage gym. So the competition plates are now over here in the corner. We moved the dumbbells from on this table area over here down to the sides of the wall here. I'm needing to build a rack, but this will do for now. And then the biggest thing that has changed is the deadlift platform. Before, the platform was like this way, more vertical, and we shifted it now to be, I guess, this horizontal way. So with garage floors, you're going to have to take into account the slope of the flooring. So the way they're designed is to help drain out water this way, right? So towards the back of the garage, it's gonna be higher than towards the door. So in my case, my garage slopes a total of 2 inches. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. So when the deadlift platform before was right here, like this vertical way, the bar kept shifting down to my right. And so it was getting away from me. So that's the reasoning why it's now facing this way. So it's even, and if you face this way, you want, the bar's gonna be rolling into my shins, right? You don't wanna face this way because you don't wanna get the bar like rolling away from you, just because you have to remember there's a decline from the back of the garage to the garage door. So most garages are like this, and you just kind of have to take this into account and like adjust as needed. But yeah, we also ended up putting down some 3-inch like insulation foam. That's just there to try to help absorb some impact, just because the house was like super vibrating before when we would drop like 500 pounds for multiple reps. And then, so we did that. I might eventually paint this black like I did with the plywood here, just to make it look a little better. But in short, because I know a lot of you are looking to build deadlift platforms, and super simple. All I did was I took 3 pieces of 3/4 inch plywood. I put wood glue to, I guess, secure them together, and then varying lengths of screws, because obviously as the wood stacks higher, you're gonna need longer screws. So that's what I did, and then on the top, ended up throwing down horse mat, a 3/4 inch piece. Thing with that is plywood, it's going to come in a 4x8 sheet, and you also have to be careful with the type of plywood that you're buying, because you need to make sure that it's not warped. So go for the higher quality plywood, preferably treated, so like if there's any like water running, it's not gonna like rot or warp. So there's that. And then the issue was with horse mat, which is what you'll likely find, is that they come in a 4x6 sheet. And like I said, the plywood is a 4x8 sheet. So what I did was I basically I got 2 sheets of horse mat, and then I cut 2 feet off of the end on both. And the reasoning was, I know a lot of people, they like there's that wood center in platforms, but for sumo pullers, this isn't super ideal. You don't want half your foot on mat and half your foot on wood. And wood's also slippery as a sumo puller. For conventional, it's fine, but that's the reasoning. And basically what I did was, again, screws, and then I put a washer underneath just to make sure that the, I guess, screw is sitting flat against the mat. So pretty easy to make. I really honestly prefer, I would prefer just making one, just because it's cheaper than buying one, and you'd likely get it done faster and ready to use. So that's what I did, and I'll keep you updated on the foam if it works. Trying to just save the house from shaking. Yeah, we're gonna hit some deadlifts today. I'm excited. This is, I mean, I haven't deadlifted in a week. We're down to 1-day-a-week pulls at this point, and yeah, we got a single. Let's see what we got. Gonna be a wrap for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching a full day of eating and then some SBD thrown in there. I had a lot of fun filming for y'all, and I'm excited for more to come. Please be sure to give the video a like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to grow it'll really help me grow the channel. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Woo! You know what they say, what's up, that's up.
Hey, halfway. Oh, I got you. Say hi to the camera.